man. Like, oh yeah, I don't
Turns
know.
out
So no
everyone
wonder it's killing
Greenfield's
people. Who the fuck's snorting soap?
I mean, they were eating Tide Pods. So what the fuck's it's just the next step? We're
Broke. I
evolving.
think if you move to Greenfield, you take anything to get the fuck out of there. You know, so
Yeah, I lived in Greenfield for about a year and a half. That shit sucked.
I almost made a mistake and was going to live in
half a
Greenfield.
year.
It's a bad idea.
Lost the house and the motorcycle.
I didn't know you lost the motorcycle, buddy.
He said, you lost a what?
Yeah.
How did you lose the motorcycle? You're buying the motorcycle.
Oh no, I got my new one coming, but I lost the one I had.
You lost that a long
All
time
I'm saying
ago.
is girls got to start picking up on
Hey,
it.
pause,
Pussy
pause.
just ain't doing enough.
Foul Fist followed us. Thank you for the follow, Foul Fist.
Thank you for the follow.
Cheers! I about spilled my beer. What happened?
About spilled the beer for that one. He said, "Holy shit!"
I was more concerned that I nicked the mic.
This is next, Mike.
Nick.
It's Nick's mic.
Nick.
It's,
Do I have to spell it so you quit looking at me like that? Just don't make out. Look at the camera.
hey, I've just now started recording on Streamlabs, so that way I'll have actual decent footage to put out.
Have like double recording over record on
It
Riverside
turns out
and
to be
Streamlabs.
yardage.
Yeah, if Riverside ends up shitting out like I think my...
Well, at least Streamlabs will probably record like the main camera.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I can actually set it up to where it only records the main camera, but that's TBD.
Like if you're watching, you want us to talk about something, you can throw it in the comments and we'll give it to Daniel.
Nick's like, what the fuck did you
I
just
will definitely not. I will ignore the comments to the very end.
Bit
Especially
rate's
if it's
pretty
Joe
low.
Carpenter.
I'm assuming someone's hardcore railing your internet right now.
Nope.
It's the girls. They're on their
Maybe
fucking...
the girls gaming.
The girls in there
But-
watching...
I can assure you this: they are not. They are watching YouTube.
If you are if when Perk will look at it on the app, it'll say that it's not really being taxed too much.
It's just
Should
bit
be
rated.
good.
Oh, my Xbox
Like,
is
even
still
when
on.
me and Jake are playing games, it's still running. at a good
I know
rate.
your Xbox is still going because you've been on Fortnite for like 10 days straight.
That's awful.
Dude, I don't stop the grind.
Stop the gap.
Yeah, right. I just
I've been playing Civilization 6 for 4 days straight.
that he has.
I love it.
He's been out of the D&D right walking there, sitting on the couch playing it with a little pillow.
You ever pull a bed off of a truck and watch it fold in half?
Yeah, I did. I did do that.
heard.
I did do that.
I was going to ask you to talk about that.
heard.
And then
The shitty part was like we thought it was fixable, but as soon as we picked up, we're trying
The
to pull
fact
it.
that you're getting ready to fix it and then you ruin it.
you want to know what the
the
funniest part
process.
is Kev Dog coming down and blaming you for that. I think it's just the fucking
Did
most
he not?
hilarious
What
thing.
happened?
No.
So he's sitting there
You know,
freaking
he's
out.
like, you know some bitch.
He's like, you've been driving this for a year.
He was like, if you'd have taken better care of it. I'm sitting there like, I know fabrication, right?
Right.
I know frames, and I know
He said, I know this bitch was gone when you got it.
exactly. And he's coming down there, he's blaming him for it. and I'm
What did he
just
tell
like,
you? What did he say? I got
Well, I didn't say
$1,000.
anything though. I didn't chime in. I just let
He's like-
Kev Dog eat.
You're like, oh, it looks like you gotta give me $1,000 and buy a new car.
$1,000. Yeah.
I swear that's exactly what he said. And I mean that frame was sitting. That frame was sitting. It was like this, and it turns out.
It was shaped.
It was wild. Just so you know, I went back
Just
and watched that
asking
on my
Joe.
security cam, and you
Oh.
can see the moment when it folds in half.
Soon as
And
we
it's
picked
fucking
up first,
hilarious.
I-
Yeah.
If you got the security camera that, you got to keep it.
Like, you remember when I
Gotta
picked
get
up
that
on my
over here.
side and you were like, these bolts aren't out yet?
Yeah.
That's when you can see it fucking really down.
Well, I noticed when we picked it up, I was like, we have to be caught on something. No, we were just hitting the fucking frame that came up and hit the finger well back in.
You pull it in the driveway every day, and every day I see that where the bed connects to the truck is like 4 or 5 inches lower than it should be.
Every time he pulls in my driveway, I have to run a magnet to pick up all the rust flakes he leaves behind.
Hey, fun fact. You don't have to do that anymore.
Fun fact, I didn't know that was a plow truck. Keep it out of the salt.
It's an Ohio truck. What do you expect?
He said that's like saying keep it off the road, bro.
Like, I literally was like, at this point, I was like, I think it's been broke like that for like 6 months. I was like, might as well, should I just keep
It's
driving?
been like that for a while.
I thought about just like keep driving it. Like,
like, what's the worst that can happen?
I'll be driving down the road. I'll
You
be.
can only be driving on 2 wheels eventually.
I just love that after looking at everything, Kev Dog looks at me and goes, "Can you fix it?" No,
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 he did not.
no, they don't make enough bubble gum in the world to put that thing back together, bud.
He did not look at you with a dead.
Yes.
Is he serious?
And he said, "Can you fix
He
that?"
said, yo,
And I said, "Well,
can you deal with this fuck up?
if I can cut out the entire frame, maybe."
And then we got back to the house with the
He
truck.
said-
He's like, I might get online and try to find the back end of that frame. And I was like, Dad, let it go.
Yeah, he came over to the house the day after and said, "I found the back half for that truck." I said, "You find the front half?"
Did you find it?
Just get a steel beam, run it from the hitch all the way to the engine.
You just need to go up under the cab.
Run 2 steel beams.
You need
all the way
a,
from the
you need about half.
to the engine.
half of the back half of that truck. Even try to make it
No,
work.
it needs to be in front of the driver's door on the driver's side.
So that's
at least.
3/4 of the damn truck.
That's why I said you find the front
About
half.
$300 in steel beam.
Nah, you ain't bending that shit.
No, you're not. It'll never bend again, but your truck's gonna weigh a ton.
Listen.
To be exact.
I should've
Somehow,
recorded the clip of it folding in half and then sent
Oh
it
my
over.
god, that would have been
So then-
crazy.
Yeah.
I updated your notes, Tay. Just so
Okay.
you know.
But-
It's a little better.
What about my notes? These notes?
These nuts.
but I still think it's funny how he's like, you're gonna have to pay me $1,000 for it, and then pay for someone to fix it, and for him to keep it. You know,
That's
he
where
gave
you-
it to me.
That's where you hit back and say, look, if it didn't fall apart on me, it would have fell apart on you driving it.
You heard what he said. I only drive that thing to the gas station and back. It would have never left the house.
That's literally what he
That
would've done.
frame was gone when he bought it. I bet you that bed was holding it together when he bought it. I guarantee it. It doesn't. Metal does not rust in
That
that.
truck's made it through our fields
already
more
had a-
times than I have.
I mean, it was already patched once, and you definitely see where it was patched. It was a shit patch job.
Did you do it?
Well, it would look like someone gave you a welder told you to go to town.
Somebody took metal that was thinner than the frame and welded it to it. Interesting.
Did you do it?
What? I didn't do none of that truck. That's why I went to the professional.
And actually, it's
Like,
funny because the piece of metal that was welded on there is like, you know how like street signs has the holes in it so they can adjust the
Yours?
signs?
Mhm.
That's what it looked like.
I'm not worried about it right now. It just muted me.
But did you tell him how I rolled
I'll
up
fix
in
it here
there?
a sec.
You muted me?
I muted me. I can hear you just fine.
Oh, the knob's right beside the
Okay.
mute, bro.
As long as I can't hear
I
you,
ain't
we're good.
stretching, bro.
Yeah, I fucking. But the funny part is, my bumper fell off at fucking Marshall, and I drove it all the way to Nick's house. All the way to Nick's house with the bumper dragging the fucking ground. And
Was
I
it
just,
sparking and shit?
I don't know. I was just getting there, dude. I
Yes,
just
I was
a
just
cop to
getting-
get behind me. I pull up in the driveway. I walk in. I walk next to her and say, "Hey, you wanna come look at my truck? I need to put the bumper back on." I didn't
By the way,
realize the
me,
frame
and
was
Nick, me
snapped.
and Nick
I
were
did, in
trying to
fact,
get
go
some
out there and
fucking
look
games
at
of
it.
Rocket League in.
I mean, we took the bed off.
I love Rocket League.
No, you don't.
I ain't played it so long. I was pretty good at
You,
it.
you don't want to play it now either, trust me.
What's wrong with it? What's the meta?
It's really people.
Huh?
I'm muted.
Yeah.
You think you could reach me a claw out of that fridge over there?
Which way, left or right?
Counterclockwise is turned down. Like this.
Here you go, white chick.
Hello. Hello.
And exactly what are you drinking on?
I don't know. I think I'll have it later.
That's up. That's
That's what
down.
I thought. Hey, you go ahead and restock that fridge. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Probably should be better.
He's earning
Yeah,
his
the condenser
dollars
mics
tonight.
need like less gain. Otherwise, they'll pick up like
Yeah,
background
Marshall
shit.
said that drinks are provided.
I don't think they would have been, because if you would have handed me a lime, I would have assumed the drinks were gone.
Fuck.
I thought
I'd assumed you did not like me and this was a prank.
Said, I do blame myself for this.
Jared, what did you update on this?
If you look at your notes, I put in my notes.
Oh, you can. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
It said it was the same thing. It's just a little more specific, so you guys can look at the same thing I'll be looking at.
Right, right.
So if you want to go into Kansas City now, you can. It's up-
Yeah. What about that Super Bowl, Jake?
What about it?
Did you watch it?
I did,
Kinda.
yes. I even left work an hour early.
Kind of watched
Did
it.
anybody see where the
They gave me an edible and then was like, "Watch the Super Bowl." Okay.
That's
did
why I'm
anybody
high
see
as
where
fuck
the
right now.
there was a
Yeah,
play
dude.
made?
You never
and it
shared.
was a second
I'm
down,
about to share with you.
and then it switched back to another first down for Kansas City.
I didn't see it.
I seen it.
Oh yeah, when it changed, dude.
Was we
I
talking?
didn't see it
crazy
live,
part
but I
is-
seen
Oh,
people.
here, hey, I'll pull it up on YouTube. Keep talking.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
probably
yeah.
the same amount of claws deep, so I was like, something just happened on that TV because I did not just zone out for like 5 minutes and they got another first down. But I didn't think nothing of it. And the next day on TikTok, I seen a dude like, "Am I going crazy?" And then he's got his camera.
Yeah, that
showing
really
the
happened. That
I didn't see it.
yeah, we didn't because we was at a bar.
No, we weren't. We were.
That's a bar.
Yeah, I was at a bar. I'm sober.
Yeah, that they definitely changed it. I seen it on what podcast is that? PBT, PBD, PD.
Let's not plug names here.
Podcast. Yeah.
Why don't you plug the name of the girl you're talking to?
Woo,
Can
plug
we-
it.
Heard you wouldn't.
I'm not.
Pussy.
Hey,
talking-
just say your real name.
Odds out of
Just
10.
Ain't a man in your
say your
family if you
real
don't.
name, and then people won't know it.
That's insulting him too.
Odds out of 10. 1, 2, 3.
Not
Ain't a
happening.
man in your family if you don't. Now Jared's mad about it.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either.
Yeah, they're both talking to the same chick.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh my god, that would be fucking
that'd be
awful.
crazy.
That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be so funny.
Listen, I've established this as life.
He said we might.
Wait, what? I mean, it did happen at one point.
He's just getting
Who
what
was it?
comes. You know what I'm saying?
I did it to Jordan at one point. He went out with a chick, and I was like, "Hey, man, who'd you go out with?" And I was like, "Oh, well, apparently she wants us both." I was like, "Cause I was just with her." Like,
That's fucked up.
well, I didn't know what
That's
she was doing.
crazy.
Jared, who are you talking to right now?
I don't have anyone actually.
Neither did-
Mm-hmm. I seen you go up to Leesburg yesterday.
Damn, dude.
Wait,
Jack-
Whoa! Wait! What
I
is
think you
this?
went up
That's
to
like you make a
Leesburg
ghost
yesterday.
trip.
I can't find that play by the way, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
Oh, you say you were
That's so
making?
funny. Well, it went from like
wait, how'd you know I went to Leesburg?
it was supposed to be like, it was supposed to be like
That's
second.
right.
It was supposed to be like second and like a couple yards or something like that, and it changed
Hey.
to first and 10.
If you're going up there to see a girl, as long as her initials ain't CW, you'll be all right.
Hey Jared, get this.
I'm still thinking. Give me a second. I got a lot of initials to run through on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Aye. I mean, the thing is, Leesburg's not a big place.
I went to courthouse.
Don't go there either. That's where it all started.
That's the funny part is his location stopped showing at Leesburg.
Hey, hold on.
What would you say your last name should be then?
Swift. If our music was Swift, done and over with real quick,
Oh,
That's
okay. I
so
get it.
fucked
That's
up.
she'd be damn good.
Speaking like someone who didn't go watch her at the Festival of the Bells.
I fucking shook her hand. I was the most happy little kid
I
in
was
the
right
world.
there.
Was she at Festival of the Bells?
Yeah.
I gave her a hug.
I
I was right in that
must not
line
have
to
went
meet her
that year.
afterwards too. Because that year we had, it was our
buddy's
was
mom
that
got
our,
us-
it was either our 7th or 8th grade year or
That
something
must.
like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that must have been a long
every
time
dance
ago.
that we had though, we played like half the dance was her songs.
Island County go broke to fucking
Yeah,
get her right now.
yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you.
Oh God.
Look at that pretty picture. It looks like "Don't Eat Me."
Can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see it.
Trash quality.
Is that Altoids?
This is
There's no lighting for that.
not shit.
I mean, you can toss it here and I'll
Do it from back here.
What's your milligrams in there?
What's the
Yeah.
THC in that,
You
buddy?
can see my hand great. Put it in front of my hand.
So it's 50 per, not 50 per bag.
What's
Or
your
like
what's your
the-
milligrams in there?
They're 50, but they're actually tested in a
What?
safe.
The entire can.
I'm freaking the fuck out, dude, and I only had one.
He said,
What-
"Listen,
what-
man, I'm real fucking up
What's
there."
the entire can? Is what I'm asking. 500. And how much was the entire can?
For me, it was like 40,
It's
How-
the
for
highest
the
amount you
average
can legally
for
get
the
in
average
Ohio.
Joe.
63.
Who's Joe?
Joe
Dude,
Carpenter.
I want to do like a
How much a
He's not
JoJo?
very
How much a
average.
JoJo?
He's average.
I would say Joe Carpenter's not average. in
He's your
about
average.
anything.
He's your average guy.
I don't
He's
believe
your
so.
average Joe.
I feel like he could 100% be a
I don't
carpenter.
think I know anybody in my life that I could say is like Joe Carpenter. To be honest with you,
I can tell you this, Joe
He's
ain't count my
pretty unique.
cigarettes.
He's pretty unique.
Oh yeah, he is.
Pretty unique.
You're on
person.
number 3. We got you.
Damn, you right.
I know.
He said, "Don't think I won't count."
So what's this new girl come with?
Not a bike.
There's got to be a perk somewhere because pussy ain't enough.
Come with a child.
So you think
She's got a kid.
I'm a self-centered asshole that someone
Yes.
has to have stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a house.
He said she just got it.
What now? What does the split look like on that? If you are to intervene,
Nothing.
Nothing. I live.
He said,
I don't want to go. I don't want this to be on. Like,
He said,
I'm gonna lose it all. Like, let's not. I'm a really nice person. I tell you what you want.
I mean, let's be honest. You're gonna lose it all anyway. So
Bet on green.
put it all on red and see what
put
happens.
it all on
Oh
green.
my
Isn't green
God.
the one color that's just by itself?
Pray for sevens.
Says
That's how
you're
that game
playing
works.
fucking Monopoly. Get
Yeah,
the
that
fuck
game
out of here.
Don't land on my railroad, bitch.
My roles right now with my choices in women have not been very well.
My audio is ass.
That arm's pretty cool. ain't
But
it?
then again,
Never
in my
sounds way
philosophy,
better.
the way I live, I got 2 philosophies: pussy's pussy, salt
Lose
salt.
and lose.
If
Nope,
you don't
nope.
get none, it ain't your.
This
It,
is how
it
we
ain't
ended
my
up with
You're
all
fault.
like a
kids.
2-speed power
I
slide.
swear to God, I enrolled in a fucking 9-month relationship because of that, and I hate him for that.
Repeat that, Jake. Explain
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Explain
yeah,
how
go
you
into
want to-
detail.
You guys don't
Pussy.
know this
Oh,
motto?
your children.
Pussy's pussy, salt salt. If you don't fucking show, damn fault.
Yeah, you also said push and pray. Yep. Push and pray, huh?
Push and pray goes in.
That's not
Kobe.
I've been there a few times.
What?
That's
What?
different. That's different.
Never had that issue.
Nah, it ain't an issue like that.
I mean,
It's
I have
just
slipped
like
and
a
fell in some on accident,
Tight.
like hot dog.
Did you now?
No, I would
Dude,
not.
I watched this fucking YouTube clip earlier, and this lady was talking like her husband was dead, right? She's talking about she just had like her baby for like 6 weeks, and she was like, and the music got all dramatic, and she was like, and unfortunately my husband, and I don't remember exactly how she started it, but it ended up like she did like a 20-second sob story about him, and then was like, and then at the end of the day, after he was done with work, he tripped. And he fell into a coworker's pussy. And I was rolling.
I've seen that.
She got
Joe
me,
said,
dude.
"Thank you, Tay."
Huh?
Joe said, "Thank you, Tay."
Hey.
Because he's not an
See.
average Joe.
Because he's unique.
He
He's
unique.
cooler than his brother.
Unique up on him.
You know,
Joe,
a lot
just
of
let you
people
know,
tell him
Tay's
that.
on a level.
He is cooler than his brother. His brother's cool too.
You know what? I really like you. You know,
You say you pretty cool,
you're pretty cool,
motherfucker.
man.
Q.
Is he cute?
Unless your brother sees it. That's not what it said.
Sounds like it.
Q. Q.
Are you ready to name drop over there, Montego?
He gonna press and press and press.
What's
and
up?
do it.
You gonna name it? You gonna tell me the name of that chick that drove that red car?
No.
Dude,
No.
No.
Until you give up the shit, I ain't giving up no shit.
Damn. I think it's only fair both y'all say it at the
Hey,
same
time. I'll count it down. Ready?
At the same time.
3, 2, 1. Jake count.
Ah.
They have the-
Wow.
when the
Wow.
mics go off, I'll
When he
say
thinks
mine.
the mics are off.
It's got to come with more
He
in
said
the
when he
house
thinks the
because I
mics are
know.
off.
I know it comes with more in the
When the
house.
cameras
what
are
else
off
you,
and we're
what
only
else you
catching
got?
audio.
That's a benefit.
What? Man,
Yeah.
she gonna see
She
this.
got like health insurance or something, you know, like.
I know she has a decent job. Now,
I'm updating notes.
This
as
is
we
a good
go, Tay.
location. Is it better than here?
I'm gonna start
actually, I
pimping
can
you
still
out.
live here.
I'm about to start pimping you out to single moms.
So she's
You've been
in,
trying- you were supposed to be my
can you
pimp 2
take
years
me
ago.
out, single moms?
so she's in Hillsborough.
I'm
is what
down.
I'm saying.
Y'all about to be all my hoes. I'm gonna pimp you out to all these single moms, make them pay you.
Fucking pay him food stamps.
I'm gonna
Hey, I'll
I'll
take
give
that.
a shit.
I'll
These
take that any
fucking
day of the
bonds.
week.
No,
50 cents on the dollar.
No, 50 cents on the.
We be eating like kings,
50
dude.
cents
I'll
on
say
the
50
dick.
cents on the minute, but I ain't making very
You're
much.
not making that.
That's impossible. That's not a good wage.
I'll start a GoFundMe. I was like it.
You want to go into the Super Bowl videos, or do you want to do the halftime being played at the school?
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to go into the school first.
Yeah, Jake. Did you know that your kids
school.
were watching the halftime show?
What school?
In
At
All
Highland.
of them.
At Hillsborough?
Here, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull it up.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I
You
don't
seen the
think I
halftime
can.
show, didn't you?
Yeah.
You think kids should be watching that in school?
Any of the halftime shows for the last 5 years? No,
I mean, I don't.
none of them.
I sure had his shirt off,
At least
all up
I-
on Alicia Keys.
I feel like even up to
I
middle
mean,
school.
it's nothing else that they're gonna see worse than what is TikTok and everything
but in
else.
my
That's
opinion,
true.
my daughter,
But
at
I-
5 years old, I don't think she should see
No,
that.
it's not. It's not right. It's not approved.
I feel like there
You know
should
what I'm
be-
saying?
there
But
should
it's
be a
like-
letter home and a
There's so
signature.
much other things you could press on before you could press on that. I
You
think.
ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But
I'm trying to
feel-
find the post, guys.
I feel like they should at least send like a paper home and let your kids know, or let
So,
your
like,
parents know.
so
'Cause
you're
some
saying-
people, some parents ain't even okay with the NFL at all anymore.
You're saying the school showed this halftime.
yeah, the full
Yeah.
halftime show.
without
Do you know
telling
who
any
the
crap.
teacher is?
No.
Or was it like at the school during the time?
it was
up?
all.
Yeah, at
was it
school
all?
during school.
Yeah,
During
during school.
How?
Wait, it's-
It was during the
it happened
during the class.
Like the
they
next
showed
day?
the video.
the next day. I
The next
assume?
day.
Yeah, the next
So
day.
it was a teacher.
Yeah,
It wasn't the whole school.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It
It's
was
not
Was
like-
it just the classroom?
It
or
was
was
a
Probably
si-
didn't just
it
show
was
maybe-
a singular teacher that
Okay.
showed it to every one of her classes.
Who was the teacher?
I don't know.
What was the
I'm
reason?
trying to find the post, guys.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up and read
That
it to you
teacher's
guys.
definitely banging.
Everyone's just
somebody.
start grilling Jared until he figures it out.
No, just.
Why don't you know this already?
I'm higher than bat shit, dog. Get the fuck away.
He
from
said,
me.
"I'm up here hanging with the giraffe puss." It's only
giraffe
6 foot
pussy.
tall, dude. It's only 6 foot tall.
But you fucking bring me a pussy at 6. Oh.
That means you drop an inch, Jake.
So I'm just gonna go in a whole lot. What is this?
What's them curtains look like?
I shut the lights off anyway, so I wouldn't know.
God.
I felt that.
That's more
TV's
real than
on, but the lights are dark.
Oh no, TV ain't even on, my guy. The TV ain't on. You ain't seeing me. I ain't seeing
So
you.
that TV ain't on. I'm hitting the ground at some point.
TV's on, so you have the
Yeah, that's
option.
why you get big. You know what I'm saying?
You have that option out.
Okay, I found it, guys. Just give me a second. I'm getting
What's it say, Jared? It's a lot of O's.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the comments too.
Is that how you really feel?
Yeah, I like that mixer though.
Mid-time tape. How many times has everyone sitting here
right, that's good.
Told a girl that they went, but they didn't.
Like piss?
Nobody pisses on a girl.
Oh.
That's not true. Listen, I got a story.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I wasn't trying to go down that.
I got
there.
It hit.
I'm just gonna leave it with that ain't true, and I know a guy.
What's his name?
Bub.
Everybody on North Shore.
He said
named Bub.
boob.
Ugh.
You know
But
who I'm
yeah,
talking about.
Are you talking about getting off and saying you didn't?
Like it's been like 2 hours, and you're like, it's not happening at this
I'm
point.
just-
Like you reach a point of like you're good, you know what I'm saying? You're still going, but you're like, I'm just done doing this, you know? And you just
Yeah, when I was married.
No. I get
Okay,
there.
well that's too specific, but
I get there. I get that shit done.
Is it like a race for you?
It's not a race.
Is
It's
it like the first one to get off wins?
first one
No.
done wins all the time.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
Have you ever? Well, we're on this subject. Have you ever? A chick asked you if you got off and you did. You told him no.
I think that's what he's asking.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what?
No,
I think it's the
no,
opposite.
I know.
It's,
I'm
it's
asking
the,
another-
it's the dude. Like you look at the chick and you're like, I finished, but you didn't. You
Yeah,
just, you
yeah,
just
yeah.
Pretended like you did, and you're just like,
So
Yeah,
you're a
'cause-
bunch of fucking liars.
Well, no. It's if you don't say that, then they feel bad because they didn't get you off. So you do this to make them feel better. Like that's how why I've done. I'm like, yeah, I did. It was great. And then it's like at the same time, I was like, it's fucking wasting my time. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been there. I've done that. Never.
That doesn't happen to me. I don't think so.
Not yet.
times. Guess what? I didn't get no ninja bike. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you not snitch your fucking shit up, Jake.
all I get out of the deal is puss for me. You know, so it's like,
He
I'll,
said, I just want to know what I'm doing wrong, Jake.
but
I'm not.
to also counter that,
He said, how I get her to give me a ninja?
if they looked at me and said, "Hey, I know you,"
Father
did,"
issues.
I would say, "You know what I did?"
They gonna call you out. You're just gonna admit to
I
it.
would straight tell him.
He
"Fuck
said,
yeah."
"Yep, you know what?
I
You're
don't give a
better.
fuck.
You're better than I
But
thought."
he would say, "Nah, I like that ninja bike
Jake's
in the garage.
riding
I'll
that-
fucking
I'm
go."
like
Lying
that was
to the
that
dirt.
was the best.
Jake's riding the line to the dirt. Doesn't matter what it was. And
You ain't wrong.
he's riding it into the dirt. It can be the dumbest shit you ever heard in your life. Once you called him out on it, if he doesn't instantly right there give out, it's to the death.
See, that's me.
It's to the death.
I'm like, yeah.
It's either you change his mind in the first statement, you make the rebuttal, and it's got to be so good that he's just like, "Oh yeah, that was stupid," or he's
Like,
just
like let's
"Nah,
say you're
dude."
doing it, you're like, no. That shit ain't real. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right.
He said, "Yeah, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry."
He pictures the ninja bike when he's going.
Saw the man taking his shirt off and dancing again in music class. The previous night, while the Super Bowl was live, she watched a part of the halftime show and expressed that she thought it was weird and uncomfortable. She was immediately given something else to watch because I heard her in her discomfort. She continued to tell me that she told the teacher that she did not want to watch it and was told that she didn't have a choice.
You gotta give the kid at least a choice.
That's bullshit.
So after doing some research, I found this. I found his email and just simply asked him how the Super Bowl played into his lesson for the day. His response was that it's a Black History Month, and he was showing them a recent example of some of the artists. Hold on, put the
I mean,
camera back.
they could have picked another artist and then take his shirt off and group a shit.
I'm gonna let him finish before I interject.
All right. That it's Black History Month, and he was showing them a recent example of some of the artists they had discussed that day in class: Usher, Alicia Keys, and her. While part of my concern was that a teacher went out of their way to queue up that type of content and show it to young children without any types of heads up to parents and/or parental consent, my bigger concern was the fact that my daughter had the guts to say that she was uncomfortable with a situation in a room full of her peers, yet her concerns were not heard. This morning I went to the school and addressed my concerns with the principal, who also agreed that the halftime show shouldn't have been played by the teacher and also agreed that my daughter should have been heard. After a few hours, the school called me and let me know that the situation had been handled. The content shown in that class has to be approved from now on, and if kids voice that they are uncomfortable, they should be listened to. Reading everyone's opinions on this topic has been eye-opening, to say the least. You can tell that some people are just the type of people that want to argue for the sake of arguing. Anyways, I'm off to sleep. Fuck that bitch.
That's how it ended?
No.
Oh, God.
But then I got some comments here.
Okay.
It's basically just reaffirming her, but This one I found funny. It says, "My opinion, every child needs to watch that halftime show. It has a lot of home value in it."
Right out the gate, she does not have children.
Nah.
Not at all.
Nah.
Especially a kindergartner
She definitely doesn't have kids.
and a daughter.
That's all I had on that one. But we do have videos from the Kansas City thing.
So I mean, we watched it, but we watched it in a bar. So I did watch it again the next day with Brooke, but I don't remember seeing anything crazy. I do remember him ripping his shirt off. I don't remember seeing anything crazy besides that, but kindergarten is pretty young to show anybody rip their shirt off. And like the action alone of ripping your shirt off should probably deem that you need a parent's signature to show that.
Anything like with
You know what I mean?
any like close to nudity should be definitely brought to the parents' attention before
Spontaneous, like semi nudity. I feel like should probably need a signature. Like I understand where the teacher came from, but that should have been a middle school teacher's mindset, not a kindergarten teacher's mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I feel like a show like that where the guy takes his shirt off, you need a signature all the way up to middle school. Period. I could definitely understand why they were pissed.
My honest opinion is, at first I thought it was the high school. Then when I know it's the middle school,
the elementary.
Elementary.
and then hearing his excuse, honestly, I want to know if the teacher's black.
We have that many at Hillsboro.
I don't know.
I think he's claiming an excuse. I don't think it's his right to step in and say that.
A black teacher wouldn't even say that.
I don't think so either. That's why. That's why I
that
want
is
to know.
that's a white teacher that thinks they were in the right.
I think that's their claim.
They probably
to being
believe
in
it.
the right.
They probably
I
believe
think
that
it
they were in
is.
the right.
I would almost bet you like cash dollars that's a white teacher claiming that as an excuse, so that he doesn't.
There's so
seem
many things to
so,
show for Black History Month.
Right. That's
So
just a bad
many.
choice, I think.
You just picked the wrong one. Like I understood, like that's like right now. Like you think that their parents didn't show them that already, or they didn't want to see it, or they wanted them to see it.
I think it's also their.
You think
option.
the parents didn't watch that already?
But not at that. I think in the high school, anywhere in the high school, 9th to 12th, I think that's their option. But I think they should still ask. They should still, like, hey, I'm gonna show the halftime Super Bowl. Is everyone cool with this? Like,
Some people
there's
ain't
nothing
even
wrong
okay
that.
with the NFL still. They might
But,
not watch their kids like
you know,
watching the NFL at all.
From 8th and under, I think it's that. I don't even think it's worth asking. I think it's just one of those things that, like, you shouldn't even. Why?
You should know.
Why
It's
should
common
you?
sense.
Why should
At
you
that
even
point, it's
ask to
common sense.
approve this? Like
Like, if
from
you
the
come at me with a
principal or
paper and ask
whatever,
them-
like.
I think it's okay to show my daughter a dude ripping his shirt off on any circumstance. Like, if common sense would be like, you shouldn't ask a parent's, like a kid's parents that because it's going to be a no.
You probably shouldn't be showing any kids in elementary school, any kind of music video from the last 2 decades.
All right. So do you guys think
Honestly.
do you guys think he should be reprimanded, punished?
I would agree.
I think regardless, he's going to.
He's going to be.
You think he's going to get
Yeah.
fired?
Probably.
Or are they just going to do like we all work? Like
He
you
won't
know,
get
how,
fired.
you know how jobs work. It's probably like a slap on the wrist. You like
He'll get a
you
slap-
went through your shit. You just get a slap on the wrist for making
No,
a
I
comment.
don't think
I
I'm allowed
think
to talk about that.
I think that if I think of the knowledge that I was taught in high school, which has nothing to do with what I do now, I think that everything taught by anybody in high school, meaning any of the teachers in high school, I think is 100% on their judgment. I don't think it has anything to do with what I actually know. So if I went based off that standpoint, take out the middle school part of it, which I don't think is right just based off that. I
Yeah.
think people are too young at that point. Like that, to me at that age was my turning point, but at the same time, I was too young for my turning point, so I think if you just take it, put it in the high school perspective from 9 to 12, I think that's just something that's just stupid. Like why? Like I think that the teachers are like a YouTuber at that point. Like what's gonna get me canceled? What's not?
That's definitely one of them things that like, this is probably going to get me canceled. Like there's
And
no
I
other
think
thought
they're-
process that should go
All
into
I'm
that.
saying is I think they're going out on a limb. At that
I think
point.
if this would have happened
You
last
know?
year, it would have been a different story.
The mic back far. A little farther.
Too hot.
Well, yeah, if it would have been the Bengals Super Bowl, it would have been nostalgic, you know.
Yeah, if
But-
it was, yeah, because that's literally here.
I think.
Like that would have made sense, I guess, because it happened in
yeah.
like it was Cincinnati
but
playing.
also, nobody ripped their shirt off. I mean, 50
Yeah.
Cent hung upside down.
He already had his shirt off.
So, like, I don't think
He already had his shirt off. He was standing upside down for a minute.
it was
just
a
hanging
muscle, it was a
there.
muscle tank, but
That's a similar thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Like the
Regardless-
last 2 decades, I don't think that, like, to show anyone in middle school
You
and
okay,
below,
Bob?
you probably should get a signature from a parent at the least, if you're gonna do it. Like, and then half the parents are probably gonna be like,
I
they're
didn't know
probably
if you were
gonna
ripping my
watch it
card
on
or
their
not.
phone real quick. They're probably gonna watch it
No.
on their phone. It's only fucking 20 minutes or something like that.
I'm also mid because I also think that
See, senor.
You do not need that.
I also think that at the same
Hold on,
time,
I'll bring it back.
if it's a high school perspective, I don't think it should be middle school perspective. There should be nothing like that even in the genre. But from a high
Yeah.
school perspective, ninth on,
It was like a half an ass.
I think it's
might
like
be able to make a decision
you know,
about it.
I think it's more so of like you know, is your child watching, you know, the halftime Super Bowl that's aired to everybody anyway, or are they already watching porn on the fucking on TikTok? You know?
Well,
so
You
I
gotta,
think
some of them definitely aren't.
I think it's
I mean, I'm sure some of them are, but
there's
some of them,
everything on TikTok.
some of them definitely
Like,
aren't. And for the one kid
I don't
in the
scroll
class that
forward.
isn't,
It scrolls for me. Like it just shows up.
Oh my god. Need another beer, Nick?
Not yet. I'm only halfway.
I said they want to get sloshed. We gonna get sloshed right with them.
subscribe.
If you want to
If
hear
you haven't.
a bunch of shit stories about me, we're gonna in the second segment.
This will probably happen again.
When we get into the
Next
second
episode.
segment of this, then we'll go balls to the wall and we'll actually get into some deep shit. Then I'll go full in on all my shenanigans.
So what's the deal now? What's the deal? What's the end on that? Why is the end?
There's no end on that. What do you mean?
We'll
It's
bring
ball
this
and
up
chain,
in the
bro.
second. We'll bring this up in the second part. When
This
we
is-
get when
It's
I
a
get
ball and chain, bro.
let me get a good buzz going, maybe slightly
It's like a
drunk, and then
snowball
I'll
in
go with the
Everest.
ham and I'll spill the whole.
It's like
beans.
a snowball in Everest with a reset
Just
button.
spill the beans.
No,
I
we'll
mean,
do that in
there's
the
nothing
second
holding you
section.
back.
One at a time.
You've already got a Montego and quite a few beers. Just go ahead and fucking let it release.
How many darts you have?
What was the end?
That's
Well, I just want to know what the end was like.
What made it? What made me say no?
Generic, just generically, like what, okay, she did this and this is why.
Well, apparently I'm a fucking cheater.
You are.
No, I was not. I was not.
Don't
That-
point
that's
at me.
valid. That's
You've
valid,
seen me on
actually.
Live 360.
One time I had his back, and now I got his back every time.
I've had his
One
back a
time
few
he was
times.
right.
I
That
remember
doesn't
that-
mean that
there-
makes you right. The other times you
There
were
was a
wrong,
few
Jake.
times he brought it up.
If you did it, you did
And he
it.
was
That
like,
one time
I'm-
you didn't.
He was like, I'm sitting here playing Fortnite with you, you know, and I'm getting accused of this, but I'm sitting here playing Fortnite with you. So there was a few times.
I never cheated on her at all. Like I'm not a cheater. Okay, that's bullshit. But I didn't cheat in that with her.
Like I.
Wait. Can we talk about that one time how we went to that little festival thing for that concert and she literally found you with another lady?
With us. You looked at me and was like, "She's here."
She
like-
quite literally found you with another lady.
We were in the beer garden.
We were in a beer garden.
Guys, let's save this for the second one, okay? Because that was a funny ass story.
So
Because
you're in Wilmington.
That was bad, dude.
courthouse.
No, they set it. They set the downtown up
Can you
for
get my
a
phone?
festival. Yeah, it's just watching the stream right now.
Okay.
Like Festival of the Leaves. Or,
It's what was it? Yeah, Fall Festival.
Scarecrow.
No, Scarecrow Festival. Yeah, that's what courthouses is.
We're going to courthouses and Wilmington's again this year.
Yeah, we're going to Rock the Block in Wilmington.
was this the same girl?
No, this was a random. I just met her like
And
2
that has
days.
nothing to do with what.
No, she was.
I just wanted to check.
That just proves my point. You're a cheater, but
No, we weren't together. We just broke
That
up.
would tap your screen, Ted. You can have like the.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
I'm a piece of shit too. So
I understand.
That's fine.
Hey Joe, you still watching?
But you
Hey,
only
Jeff,
get
you watch and
a
laugh
piece
at
of
us.
shit so many times before you're also a piece of shit. You know. So
But the thing is, I'm
He's
really
still consistent. I could bet money on his life and I'd be a millionaire.
no, because you bet on the Super Bowl that I was going to end up with said chick.
I'm still you called her that night. I
was
said
it the
you were
chick
gonna
with
call.
the ninja bike?
I said you were going to call her tonight. You were like, no, I got her blocked. I said, no, you do not.
And luckily, I was
And he
drunk
said
enough.
she-
I couldn't figure out how to turn my
and-
fucking microphone
and
on
he-
my phone, so it
I
wouldn't call.
watched the
Bro.
last podcast.
He said
I know who he.
Oh my god, she called me.
he looked at me and he was like, I got her blocked. I said, no, you don't. He said, yes, I do, and she's got me blocked too. I said, no, none of those are true.
But-
and then
he
that
does
night-
block her
that
because
night he
she
tried to call
messages me and says that he's a piece of shit, and then I say, why is he a piece of shit?
And then
And then she says because he blocked me because of blah blah blah, and I'm like, I didn't need to know that.
And then the
much.
funny part is later on that night, me and Nick run out of beer, and he's like, "Give me your phone, Nick. I gotta fix this. We need beer." it does. It
she
works.
shows up with beer. Like
She
that's
shows up with
Vegemite,
beer
you know
for
what I'm saying?
us. You know, she's
Shows
done that
up
like
every
twice.
time. Speaking of that, we're blocked for a week, and then bingo bango, unblocked. Call, come pick me up.
On
All
this,
I know
okay.
is if she's watching this, we lost a follower for sure.
But anyway, let's do this. I will
Just
make
unfollow
if you guys stay tuned for the second half, I will make a phone call in the second half, and we'll
No,
see
you
if
fucking
all
won't.
this is
No,
true.
you won't.
Hey,
I
wait,
just
wait,
see
time
the
out.
answers.
If you're all watching this, follow the stream, and if you're not following the stream, and if you are following the stream, y'all need to share it because we only got 4 people watching, and that's like bare minimum. We can get like this up to 10 at least.
I know I'm one of them,
It's like I'm not one of them.
but I know at least 10 of them that could be watching.
I know. There's like 3 group chats I'm in, and
Where's
none of
fucking
them like
Phil?
to suck each other's
He's
feet.
still watching. No,
Joe.
Joe's still watching.
Me, Joe, Jared on 3 accounts. That makes sense.
I'm on one account.
That's about right.
Listen, that's how I got fucking affiliated. You fuck off.
He's like, I had 16 phones, motherfucker.
So you fake it till you make it, bro.
You say I made my bread.
You fake it till you make it, bro.
You guys want to go get the other 5 phones I haven't had?
You said I bet they can all get it.
No, I don't want to know what's on those phones because we'll just be Eskimo brothers for life at some point.
Here, you
What
can go
does
through
that
mine.
mean?
We already hit that, bub.
Hey, yo,
What?
a good segment would be going through
What
each
do you mean,
other's
what-
Snapchats.
What do you mean?
Snapchat
What does that mean?
names.
No.
I swear to God, going through each other's Snapchat names.
Mine and Nick's?
Yeah.
No.
See?
No.
Pull
Absolutely.
them out. Pull them
That-
out right now.
No,
Pull
that
them
is.
out, pull them out.
I'm telling you, save
them
that
out.
type of juicy stuff for the second half.
Second half of what?
We do too.
This isn't a fucking.
It's not a second half.
This
It's a whole
isn't a
other episode.
basketball game. There's no
It'll be a whole
second
other
half.
episode. This episode will be done, and then we start
There's no
another one.
first half either. Nobody wins here.
I just want to. I think it's
Shit,
funny.
you don't win for losing, man. I have not had a win yet.
You know what the funny part is like me and you will be sitting here thinking like,
Been about an
yeah,
hour.
we fucked all these girls that were the
What
same
hour
girls,
exactly?
blah blah blah, and then he'll be sitting there going,
Who?
just out of every girl that me and you have both fucked, and then he fucked after. You know what I'm saying?
Who did?
Hey, slide in that train.
Who?
You know
What are you
y'all-
talking about?
no. You're all assuming it's after. That's the funny part.
Are we? Is he talking about you? So y'all all 3 just be passing the same girl around?
Not purposely.
Not purposely.
That is so nasty.
Listen.
Not purposely.
I try to keep my shit
They
away
don't.
from
They
Highland
don't.
County.
No, you don't. No, you
You're right.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's a lie.
I attempt to.
Cap.
I don't attempt to. If it's got arms and legs, I'm fucking.
Who drives that red car in the driveway, Nick? If we're just gonna make this into a thing, who is it?
You
Give me-
can't.
I mean, you
don't
don't. You don't.
accuse
I
like
don't
you
want
ain't been
names. I
capping
don't want
for an
names. I want
hour.
initials.
You ain't gonna get either.
See,
Damn,
initials.
Damn.
You ain't gonna get either.
See, and you keep hounding me about.
But I'll tell you this though, that's one person.
I'm aware.
We have fucked like 5 chicks that are the same girl.
I know 3 for a fact.
And we're talking about one person. Yeah,
I
and
just
he's
had a-
over there mind fucking
No, I
himself.
just had a really good.
No,
Said me too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't hit the dump button. What I'm about to say
What's
is
the dump button?
fuck us up.
Hey,
So how about the
good-
shooting
Alright, you
after
guys,
the game?
I want to know all 5 of these chicks. Which 5?
No,
What's
no,
the
we
names?
don't. We
I
don't
want
do
their
names.
names.
We
We
don't
don't.
even know all 5. We just know there probably is 5.
I know 3.
We know like 3. Yeah, we've talked about this before.
We were in the garage like, man, we should do a podcast. It's like,
Dog
God,
eat
damn,
It was not
STD
purposely,
test.
but it
it
could
just
be.
happened.
What's the
Like,
last time you've been tested? What about you two?
I go to the clinic like once a month, you know. So.
You get an STD test once a month? 2024 is crazy.
don't
What about
know.
you, buddy?
It-
You're not that often. I promise you're not.
November.
If you're a single guy, you just have to.
I got my last one in November
Why is this backwards?
because I got accused of cheating. It
Our
was the only
sign's
way
backwards.
that I could prove I wasn't cheating.
Our
That's
sign's
a
backwards.
weird reason to turn that around.
No, the sign's backwards because it reflects on the camera.
Yeah, but it also needs to go that way now because it needs to be split.
I don't think that's a big factor in this conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how we got to that.
But either way, we,
Hey, how about the weather, boys?
We
You guys
know-
see that it snowed?
we know give or take we're at like 5, whatever.
I feel like Jake
But that definitely puts
needs to
Jared
be
at like
tested once a
10.
month too if he's doing it.
Between me and Nick, probably.
You guys,
I've been-
you
Have you- have
too,
you-
buddy.
have you been
You're not
tested?
free out of
I don't
this.
think
When's
you've
the
ever
last
been
time
tested.
you've ever been tested?
For drugs?
No!
Don't
No!
you get down
What
no
the
speaker,
What the fuck? Yeah.
I'm not gonna-
He
I'm not
said
gonna
for
make-
drugs!
I'm not gonna mic up
Wait,
here.
hold on.
He
He might
would've
hey,
failed
never,
that
in
one.
all,
Time out. Only one of us can talk at a time.
Okay, in my
We're
defense,
better at like rotating.
out of everybody, I would imagine that always straps up with a Jimmy. It's probably gonna be him.
For sure, I never
It ain't
don't
gonna
wear.
be-
It's definitely not gonna be me.
I wear
I'd
more.
rather go get tested and get.
I wear more
get
latex
taken
than
care
a
of.
doctor.
Oh my god.
I tell him I'm allergic to
Y'all
latex.
are,
and I'm
y'all are
not.
just some risk takers, bro.
I'm just
Y'all
a
some
porn
risk
star, dude.
takers.
It's hard enough to finish, let alone putting on a condom. Goddamn, I'll be there for 5 hours wondering why my dick hurts.
It's a nigger.
My dick hurts.
Nick, are you sober on these occasions?
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh,
But
When's the last time you had sex with someone sober?
Oh fuck.
that's a good one.
Define
That's
sober.
a good one.
Yeah, define sober.
Not drinking.
I mean,
Okay, so not.
not impaired.
Every time.
I'm gonna think not
almost every
not
time.
weed nor
Yeah, never.
alcohol, and I'm gonna assume
I barely drink.
What do you smoke?
I smoke a lot. I'm barely. Listen, I gotta smoke a lot to be impaired. What do you mean by impaired?
I'm
This
gonna
is
say-
impaired for
I'm
me.
gonna say a long time ago.
Like probably your
like
last
not even
relationship, maybe.
smoking.
No, probably
Still
before that.
within
Before that?
6 months.
Yeah, probably before that.
Sober without even smoking within 6 months.
Because I've realized this. Like,
how long was
I
your last
smoking and
relationship?
drinking.
How long was your last relationship? Like, what do you mean before that? Like, how long?
So I've only had 2, and both were roughly, give or take, 3 years.
How long ago?
My last one was about 3 years ago,
Oh.
and then it was, then it was like damn near. It was like 3 years. Give me a year, and then 3 years again. So it was like
Back to back.
fucking like 20.
You same age as me, right?
20.
I'm about to be 29.
I'll be 29 in August.
Yeah, you a little younger than me.
But it was like 20 fucking 14, maybe slightly after, until, and so there was like the 3 or 4 years, and then there was the year plus break, and then there was like the 3 or 4 years after, and then now. But it's been like 2 or 3 years till now too, since the last relationship. But there's been a lot of learning, a lot of
Jake ain't learned shit, so you know.
I
At least
learned-
you
Not a
learned.
damn
At least you
thing.
learned.
I
Not
Jake's
a
still
damn
doing the
thing.
same.
I
stupid
think I
shit.
have learned more than most people have.
Listen, I hope you
Did
have.
did you end up with a ninja bike?
Listen,
Yeah.
Neither did you. Neither did you.
Hey, where's the bike
Where's
in
it at
the
right now?
house that you guys were supposed to
Where's
get?
it at?
Where's
Where's
my
it at?
White Claw? Pass
Now,
it
where
on.
my damn White Claw?
Yeah, come on, Bart.
I need my damn White Claw.
Bartender.
I really did this time.
Bartender.
Broke my parole.
Bartender, I really did it this time.
Yeah, I really did it this time.
Bro. Nah, we can't just break out into song every podcast. That's too legit.
I can do it.
It's actually more copyrighted than legit. But
Nah, not if we do it
I
in
don't
the.
play the music and I change the notes. It's technically
Yeah, if you change
fair
the notes,
use.
it counts.
It's fair use. It's
But
like
if
a
you also
remix.
sing
I'm allowed
the,
to put
There's
a
a fine
if you
line
sing in a
between
different
Hey Bartender and
like
Hey
tone,
Sex
I think it
Offender.
works.
fucking
Whoa.
hell. I don't think that's very fine of a line at all.
There is-
I think that's a
there-
very thick fucking line.
There was
I think that's
a 2-lane.
And
three-
the
Because you went ahead and put
Listen,
yourself fucking.
if you're able to skip that line so quickly.
No.
If someone is able to skip the line between "Hey bartender" and "sex offender,"
Hey,
I'm
sex
I feel like he was halfway past that line to
I'm
begin
28.
with. You know,
There was a long stretch of 18 was okay, and I'm now at the point where like 22 plus is okay.
See?
I'm at the
Yeah,
point where I'm
24.
shaming Jake if they're below 25. So
24 is for me.
And I
I'm
honestly,
28.
Completely
that's why I
shaming.
feel this type of way about
Completely
like when
shaming.
women talk to me because I get a lot of fucking like 20, 23-year-olds that are like, hey, let's go out, let's do this.
I'm dumb.
And I'm like,
you do it.
oh, yeah, we'll do that.
I don't see your red flags at all.
Hey, they say I've been to Six Flags, you got red flags, I'm gonna ride
You got
both.
6 red flags. Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, what's my most toxic trait? Like, what's a red flag from hell? Come on, you guys know me.
I'm not doing this to you.
Probably the drinking.
Yeah.
The drinking's number one.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it to you.
the
So,
main
so you
one.
think?
I'm not gonna dog.
But the thing is, that's why I asked Nick. I said, how many
Just
times?
fucking
When's the
rips
last time
into
you
him.
had sex sober?
I ain't gonna
And he
raise it to you
said,
yet. Maybe next
It's
episode.
been a very long time. I was like, my thing is, I do it sober more often than I do it drunk now.
Well, the other thing too is there's a big difference.
You do some
between
dumb shit
My
sober.
sober and your sober.
Like, I'm not on anything.
My
What's the
sober
difference?
is anything buzzed, you know. So it's like, but the reason I say is because I drink to get a buzz. I don't drink to get drunk. I don't drink to get blackout.
You drink
I
like
ain't
to
drunk
right
at
where you
all.
start to feel funny and you're good.
Right to where I start to feel good, and then I'm good.
See,
You
my
know?
thing is like if I'm
But it's the same as anyone else. His drunk may be a blackout. easily
don't like the blackout.
To someone else.
Oh yeah.
Your blackout to me is not blackout to me. You know what I'm saying? My blackout to me is like probably way under than what yours is. Mine
Your
is
blackout is in the hospital for 3 days.
mine is like
This is what he's trying to say.
No, I'm on
I mean,
number,
like a 12-pack's killer. It's detrimental to
all
like,
I'm
most
saying
bodies.
is I'm on like number 6 right now, and I'm feeling good. You know, I'm not feeling too crazy.
6 White Claws,
You know, I could
and those
probably-
are stronger than beers, so
I
you
could
should
probably
be
do a
feeling
few
good.
more.
You should be feeling
know,
good.
I'm about
and
it
then
for
I'll be
5.
fine.
That's my
Still, but
How
to
many
you,
comes in a pack of those?
To you, it may be like 15, and you're like, God damn, you know.
No,
Maybe.
my max is 12 these days. Like 12, anything over 12, I'm
What's
just
the
fucking
smallest a
killing.
White Claw comes in? Because that's supposed to be
6
like that's supposed to be a serving. However, they come in low. Like
Like-
a 6-pack of
like
Bud Light,
per
you're supposed to be
can?
able to drink 6, and that's it.
I don't know if you're meaning per can or per case.
So like the lowest amount that you can buy that's more than 1 can. So like they come in 4
6,
packs or
like
6
6
packs.
yeah.
Okay.
But
So,
they're just like this.
so White Claw expects you to drink 6 of them. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
So
6
like
is
like
not
like
usually
Bud
alright
Light
for
and
me.
fucking Fat Tire, they come in 6-packs and 12-packs. They expect you to either drink 6 or share 12.
No, they expect you to drink 6 or be an alcoholic and drink 12.
Yeah, that's the third option. That's the third option.
Damn. I remember the day when I used to be able to grab a whole case of
That's why I
24
buy
Bud
two
Light and
sixes.
just sit
The
back.
18 is for the
12.
alcoholics. Just so you know,
I've
18
always-
pack of anything
As
is
much
for
as
an
I've
alcoholic.
drank over my
That's
life,
the alcoholic. 18. Because you know you're getting 24 if you're drinking more than you.
I've always had this.
If you're getting 18 beers, you're drinking all the 18 of those
That's the
beers.
other thing, too, is I'm on
That's a
number
weird
6
number.
right now, and I haven't drank 6 in like a month.
You're at sick, goddamn.
I ain't drank 6 beers since last podcast because Jake made me.
You
Jake
drank
didn't do
5.
shit.
I drank 5. That's
drank
probably
5.
the most I've drank in about 2 months.
So I
3
watched
months.
last
Sorry about that,
podcast,
Tap.
and I don't think he made you do anything.
He didn't.
That's bad.
I don't like them. I don't.
He made me uncomfortable, so I had to drink.
He might have done that.
He does that.
I fucking live with you. I mean, Nick, I do get you sometimes.
You were
I'll
6
walk in,
deep
I'm
when
like,
I
hey,
started, and I was just
I've
like
got
too
you
sober
if you
for the
don't.
You
combo,
got me
you know?
too, though. But you know, it,
He said you look-
he's like,
he said
hey,
you
you
look
want
at
like, I'm
least-
like, no, that I was happy after my birthday. I came over after my birthday. Like, yeah, I'm done drinking. You're like, I got some White Claws, and I was like, man, maybe
this
one.
did
wouldn't-
happen. This did
I was like,
happen.
maybe one wouldn't hurt.
Here we are.
I drank one. Fucking drank 2.
Here we are.
I was like, hey, I gotta go home.
Yeah.
Marshall Mini Mark.
Marshall Mini Mary got that 12-pack and the black cherry and all the way home. Next thing I know, I wake up the next day like, God damn, I fucked up.
Edit got you, bro.
Love her.
So I got you. What you want off the shelf? Anything you want.
No, we done cleared them out. They ain't got no more 12-packs.
He said, tricks on you. I got 3 11-packs. I was
Like,
sitting
but I
back.
will also walk into Nick's house and he'll be like, we'll be talking. I'm like, hey, I got a 12-pack in the truck. You want one? He goes, I got 8 in the fridge.
There'll be other times where I'm not drinking at all.
Hey,
And then there won't be.
what did he say to send them over here? What is he talking about?
I'm not sure. I missed the combo.
He threw some footballs in the chat, and then he says, "Send them over here."
That's
We ain't throwing nothing in the studio. Jake can't catch. He's a
James
lineman.
Cronus? Yeah, I know it's Joe. Send them over here with their beer. Joe wants
Jake
to
can't
drink.
catch. He's a lineman.
Joe's
I ain't
gotta
throwing
be,
shit.
Joe's got to be the next guy. I think.
Joe'd be fun.
Joe is
I
fun.
think Joe would be fun,
We got a lot of stories. to
He's
catch
really
up on.
antisocial. He don't like doing this type of stuff. I don't think.
but he can do it.
You just got to break out, drink a couple brewskis.
He's got to be brought out.
I'll pick his ass up.
Man.
Nah, we get
Anyway,
home.
how'd you get expelled in middle school?
Via BB gun.
Via
Via
DIY BB gun that everyone had.
You know,
We had a little militia.
You can name whatever you want, but I know me got suspended, damn near expelled for 2 weeks plus.
I ain't getting no trouble at all.
And we were the only 3.
I ain't getting no trouble
And
at
I'll
all.
tell you why we were the only 3.
Because y'all was shooting above the table and I was shooting
So
under the
look,
table.
I'll tell you the story of what happened. So
Shooting up
That's literally
schools.
what happened.
Me-
Y'all got in trouble for shooting
So-
above.
came out with the semi-automatic loader, which is where you have the tube on top of your tube, and they just feed every time you pull back, whatever. So I went home, made this badass fucking BB gun or whatever. I came in the next day, and I was like,
You didn't get to shoot it.
something feels weird, man. Like something feels weird.
Something was off.
He said something.
He
to
said
say
they're
about-
watching me. I
I
know
gave it to. I gave it to him. I gave him the gun that I made. So, just so for reference, it would not penetrate your skin, but it would stick to it.
Yeah, it'll definitely go in
So
your
it sounds
skin.
like
It'll like stick to your skin if you sweated at all in the last hour.
But so I knew something was weird, so I gave it to, and you know everything was fine. I was like, there's just something weird. Like I got a weird feeling, and that's exactly what happened. I gave it to Josh.
And for the record,
Burrow.
these are little mechanical pencils or pens that have been makeshifted with paper clips and rubber bands to shoot little regular BBs that should be shot out of a
Copper
gun.
BBs, yeah,
And
like Copperhead.
it was literally in the hallway between every class and all of lunch. Nothing but BBs being shot back and forth to people, whether they wanted it to or not. You're good.
But
Same line.
so I had a weird feeling that day. I gave it to. Pretty cool with Mr. Burrows. I was not. I was not associated with him at all. So
I was.
Burrows asked me to search my
I
pockets.
was never there. You sent me
Check this out. So the real story is, I had chewing gum stuck in my pocket from being washed in the washer,
Damn.
and one BB was stuck in that chewing gum.
Dude,
so it was your
what?
mom's fault.
And so when I cleaned my pockets out, that one BB came out, and that's what got me. But what really got me was that there was an officer standing in that office when me in there, because we went in there front to back, nuts to butts. You know what I'm saying? We went
say
in there, and in his pocket, and right in front of me, pulled the one I gave him at lunch out of his pocket, threw it right in the trash can right before the office. So we were okay with that. But then when we walk in the real office, because there's like the office of like, I'm
Got
going to
you,
be
Joe.
late, and then there's the office of you're in trouble.
Yeah, you
right
gotta
after
go
that.
through the office, and then if they continue walking,
So-
you know you're going home to BIP.
Yeah, so
Or
once
you're going to BIP. That's
once
it.
we get through that first office, we get to the second one, and I'm like, we're good after the first one. And then there's one. Well, that's a semi-automatic loader. That's how we repeatedly shoot people. Of this fucking semi-automatic loader. There's just a
Listen.
little tube taped on top. And that's when I
We're only like 11 or 12 years old. This is not taking shots at nobody.
Nah, we was 14, 15.
Maybe.
He's like, we were in a team.
All right,
It
no,
was
high.
8th grade. We were still at the old
No,
school.
it was 7th grade. It was 12,
That's
13.
junior high.
That's like
actually.
12, 13.
Yeah,
12,
for
12
me,
years old.
yeah,
I said
it
11,
was-
12.
But
About right.
for everybody else included in that, it was 13, 14.
didn't
I
even
was
get
12,
questioned.
13.
They didn't even question me.
But regardless,
I had mine on me, and they was on their way out to school.
when I thought I was in the clear and we walked in that second office and I heard Jerry in front of the cop talking about that,
Mhm.
I just started fake crying.
He wasn't faking it.
Which was
I want to go to jail.
Which
Like,
was-
son of a bitch.
real crying, but I did know that it was going to get me out of some shit. And it didn't get me out of some
Yeah.
shit, but with my parents it got me out of some
The
shit.
Right one. Yep. Touch. Just touch it. There you go.
And this is up.
The left one's up.
Regardless.
So he straight snitched you out. That's
He
cool.
no
He knows.
he just snitched us all out. Like there could have been 30 people in trouble in there, and Jared
Every
Wilson
one of them would have been on the hook because of him.
fucking he listen. This is what I heard him say.
He caved.
That's a semi-automatic loader, and that's how we shoot people faster. And then he also said, if we go out front right now, I'll show you that it shoots all the way across the street.
Oh, he like bragging on it.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
You watch
And
what
I'm
what
sitting
I
there
got.
like-
So did he know that he was getting everybody in trouble, or was he like, nah, you don't understand how cool this is?
So what he was doing is he was snitching to get himself out of trouble, but we all got the same amount.
Didn't help him. Never helped. It never helps.
No.
Snitch. It's
No.
just, he gets a deal, and then the
Now he
deal is
100% could have got his ass beat in 8th grade
Mhm.
when we came back.
That's crazy.
But he didn't. But me and both witnessed it. But at the same time, to be fair, me and Josh were the only ones that did witness it. You know, and we were all boys. So we just was like, you know, he was just playing his own little part to, you know, get by
himself out.
or whatever. And then I later had a scuffle with about that shit because I turn everything to jokes. So it's not so extreme. And then when I came
He was
back,
pretty good at that.
I was turning it to jokes, but his dad passed away that same year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I was doing to fucking not feel as bad. And then he fucking, you know, grabbed me up in the bathroom, and I was just like laughing, you know, and he fucking tried to take it to the extreme, but then also the same guy that broke that up. You know,
Yeah.
it didn't affect me like it affected Joe. He was going through some shit, but I was just like laughing about it. You know, didn't care, didn't give a fuck. Still don't care, still don't give a fuck. Everything happens.
As an adult,
I want to make one right now.
yeah, I do.
To be honest with you,
As an adult,
I want to make one.
I see Joe London. He seems to be okay. He's a cool adult.
Me?
Not you. The other
Oh.
one.
Well, I might.
We
Yeah,
know
man.
who we talking about.
I'm high as fuck. I didn't even listen to it.
Me and had a fallout. We had a
What?
fight at some point, but yeah, we ain't cool. I'm cool on that.
Do you remember the time?
Just in a
Straight
grave.
up, I don't give a fuck. Beat me anywhere you want. I don't care.
How edited is this? How
However
much?
edited we want.
how
This
much
is
can I
fucking
bring up?
staying.
Just so you know, everything that's getting saved on Streamlabs is going straight to YouTube. I'm done fucking. When
I
did the
Nick
intro and
Nick
that
wants to know.
outro,
So
I'm done.
listen,
You said we're
Who
good.
are you asking?
listen.
Who's the-
You
you gotta
don't
say-
know me
No, I
from
don't.
Nick's era of smoking weed.
No.
Tay doesn't either. But if I bring it up, Tay will remember
I do remember smoking with you a couple
the
times.
night that we were at
I have smoked with
a
you.
certain house, and I bought weed off somebody.
Okay.
And it was similar to if someone took a shovel out in the backyard and got some dirt up out of the ground.
Was it?
And it was weighed with a scale that did not have a digital interface. It was weighed with a
The way one?
Oh, the old school.
which
Was
I'm
it me?
which I'm cool
It
with.
wasn't me, right?
It was a
'Cause I did that.
it was it was what Nick would consider to be a 50-50 part. At the same time, don't get me wrong,
I know it was. I can guess. the
in
two.
quotations,
I can guess the two.
I
listen,
guessed
listen.
I know, you can know who did it when you
listen,
do words.
in funny quotations, I got it for dirt cheap.
That's hilarious.
Don't get me wrong. Also, I did get high.
I bet.
Off grass?
Not. Listen, not to a high of lemon haze from fucking whoever else, non-disclosed. But it was a point where it may have been dried out for like several months after drying out. Weed is what it was. It wasn't
Rehydrated.
it wasn't no fake shit. It wasn't fake.
It was just
but
older than presented.
it was
It's
literally
like that time we found the weed my mom's buried in the bedroom. And
It-
that shit was in there
it
for 10
was
years.
literally-
We smoked
it was dirt weed to a description of actual dirt weed. That's what it was. And that's fine. I also paid for dirt
He
weed.
said I paid for it.
But I
Do you remember what you paid? Do you remember what you paid that day?
I don't care about the weed. I want to know if you remember that night. Do you remember where we were and what happened that night? And I will
What
say
year was this?
that it
What year
happened
was
to
this?
do with somebody that you know and somebody that I know that were in a physical altercation at that same house that was not my house and it was not your house and it was not their house that fought that same night.
Can we get the year?
Oh fuck.
Roughly
all of our mics.
roughly
Give 'em all. I want
2016.
to know where this was real quick.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah. Go.
button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top button of all of them.
Hold on. We're gonna get.
Two, one. I know the names already.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it.
Makes sense.
That was that happened on 4 different occasions actually. But I know which one you're talking about. Are we good on sound? Yep.
Yeah, hold on.
All right, that happened on 4 different occasions, but I know which one you're talking about. Yes, that definitely happened.
So it was upstairs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is when
Yeah, I know.
That's when I got mine. But the thing is that I also want to be known is there's 2 things. One, I know when I sold I was buying dirt weed, so that's on me. The second thing I want to be
I
known
still agreed to it.
is that I only came there. There's kind of a third, but give or take. So
Joe said, he
Joe
couldn't
said
hear.
still can hear. Fuck.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So listen, it's fine. I'll go ahead and continue then. So the thing that's like the second
Don't
or
believe
third,
it,
give or
edit
take,
that, he will edit.
Yeah,
is
that I might edit out. We're good.
I knew that
You're
what I
not.
went there, what I was buying, whatever. I was in this haze of just get high, provide my girlfriend with high, whatever. So that was the weed scenario.
I remember you being there.
I knew I was going there to watch that fight. It didn't matter what the weed was. It didn't matter what I bought. That's why I don't care. It didn't matter
He's
what.
like, I just needed an invite.
I could have bought.
I just
Not
need to pay.
even
I need to
reason
pay
to
my
go.
admission fee right here. I'm gonna get some
I
shit
literally-
weed. I'm gonna watch this.
I could have bought an ounce of fucking, fucking oregano. Didn't give a fuck. Didn't
Oh,
matter
he's
to
done
me.
that shit too.
He's like, I was
It- it-
going for
all
entertainment.
I'm saying is that
I did
portion
that.
didn't
Yeah,
matter.
he's like,
That
you
was
did that
mean.
shit.
That was
All I
mean.
know is that it happened. But
My bad.
don't get me wrong, it was still weed. It was weed. It was just literal dirt. But
Yeah.
the thing is that didn't affect me.
That came
I
from
went there to
Columbus.
watch that fight. And do you remember that?
So
I was not there for that fight.
you're talking about the big one, right?
Yeah, I think what would be considered the first one.
Which
I think
So
is
the
what
first
that
one. So
is.
you're talking about Hillsboro versus.
I remember
versus
Wait a minute.
Lynchburg.
I remember the field fight. I remember the A's that
That
there
was
was 8
crazy.
of. I remember that, but it was after that, but before any others.
Okay. So you're talking about the sucker punch to the kid.
All I know is, you know what? I'll say it.
It started off.
It-
Oh shit! He got hit hard by the guy that starts with a T. I think, right?
I think it starts with A, but
Okay, hold on.
and you're related to him. So I got to piss. I
Oh
gotta piss
damn,
real
that
quick.
did happen, didn't it?
I
That was a little squabble. That was a squabble for like 6 months.
It was what could have been a mega squabble.
yeah,
at that night.
yeah.
But
That
it was an initiative.
Oh, yeah, I
That was
heard
fight,
it.
like,
dumb. That was dumb.
yeah, guys, Jared did not mute the mic, so they can mute headphones.
I got to piss.
Weed and pussy. It's
All
all.
right, I got it. We all good.
Okay,
I bet it mainly
okay,
smells like
Jared,
dick.
you want to talk about this? Then let's
What are
hook
we talking
up.
about?
Let's go on a double date. You
He
bring
said,
the.
Can we not start the sentence with
You
let's
gonna go on a
hook up?
double date with the same girl?
Same girl.
messing around with the same girl.
That's what's gonna
I
happen.
would just honestly like not to do it. I just walk like who's better. Like that. That's all that matters to me.
Why does it matter?
That's
if you
because
so
he
much?
knows the answer already.
He feels inferior.
He's fucked
I
enough.
gotta be reinsured.
The thing
I gotta know. Like I gotta
about
know.
your brother
It might be
is he
coming
just
from
don't care.
China, but he's got it.
I do not care.
The thing about
That's
your
not what
brother
you
is
just
he just
said.
don't care.
That's so funny.
I love them all.
If they got arms and legs, he's in it.
That is not
Yeah,
true.
like-
So nasty.
I'm not nasty.
Nasty, nasty.
Little nasty 691. You wanna have
It's
me on
literally your
Xbox?
name on shit. bro.
It was super McNasty, but it,
nasty. No nasty.
I bet it was Super McNasty, wasn't it?
Super
Swear to God.
McNasty. That was my original OG
Swear to
account that
God
got
it
banned
was.
for
That was
life.
your
I guarantee it
was that
was,
your
because he was
fucking
probably getting
Yahoo?
some Super
No, that was my
McNasty
that
at
was my
that
first
same
gamer
time.
tag.
Yeah,
Was
that's
Super
what I
McNasty.
did.
Yeah, that was my first ever gamer tag.
So
Super
yeah, that's
McNasty.
Have you ever been Super Mick by the book?
Never.
Absolutely not. I live in an unconventional world. So by my
I
standards,
live right on
maybe.
the edge to where like
I don't
you
know
can't
if a
tell me
different
I'm
one
not
every
breaking
night
the rules, but you're
complies
mad about
with
how
that.
I'm doing it. You know, feel me? Like you're mad about what I'm doing, but you can't tell me I'm breaking the rules.
Swear to God, it looked like you just sat on that mic stand.
That's a fucking tripod.
I know, but it was just.
So he sat on a tripod. Just to clarify,
Just to clarify, he sat on a tripod, guys.
he took that 3-for-1 special.
Wait till we get the other camera mounted somewhere else, because we want another one that can face the fucking piano, so we can challenge it.
Till then, you're burnt.
Huh? I ain't burned myself in a minute.
Yeah, we can say you're sitting on a tripod right now, and there's just nothing you can prove.
There's
There's
about
nothing you can do about it because you're not on camera, not on a tripod.
Have you ever thought the fact that I'm directly behind the tripod?
Nope, they're thinking you're on the tripod because we said it, and they can't see that you're not.
it. Sit down on it.
Can we test
Sit
that?
down.
Sit
on
down on it. Oh!
Oh!
In fact,
And he just showed you. He
What
sat
you
on
seen
it.
was he's on that tripod. He's on it, real good.
The joke's on you guys. This is actually a mic tripod. The mic's gone.
Yeah. I had to
It's the new fart cam.
Once it gets warm in here, I'll put the mic back on.
Meanwhile, next week, Jake's about to have a fart can.
I am thinking about it.
Dude, I said fucking.
I say go for the
Tom
Ninja
Segura's podcast with his wife.
It's warming up
They have a
next
fart
week.
cam,
You know what I'm
under-
saying?
right under
Nick,
the desk.
you're fucking me
So,
right
like,
here.
You grab it,
'Cause
and
I
it's
want-
it's on an arm like his, so like you grab it and you just.
You
pull it
want
to
a
the
house,
side.
but you don't want the option for both.
But I already custom ordered me a new one.
A house?
A bike.
The new one ain't here.
Next month?
You got what you got right now, dog. And you're taking that Ninja bike. You need a way to work. $5. $5
You know what?
each way. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
So, okay.
I ain't hating.
How shit? No, okay, guys, I'm gonna have
Is that
Nick.
really how cheap the motorcycle is?
What?
Even going that quick?
It's probably cheaper than that. Ask him.
Wait, what are you talking about?
He's
$5
done.
each way, he said?
Did you have
To go where?
Your work.
No, dude, it's less than $5.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, I can drive to work back and forth. The tanks are small. $5, $6, $7 fills the motherfucker
Well,
up.
they
and I
get
can drive it
like
to work
60
like
mile
2
a gallon
weeks.
at least.
No,
Are
mine
you
was getting like
serious?
almost.
Yeah.
I can't
Those
remember
things look like they're fucking guzzling it when they're fucking getting it, dude.
Nah,
I'm
dude,
surprised.
but
They're
you
so
can go.
efficient.
The fact of me getting on a bike, not having a bike license, never rode in a motorcycle, bullshit my whole way through that with her. Like I know what the fuck I'm doing. I stopped at the fucking UDF to put gas in it when I was taking it to my dad's house, and fucking didn't know the kickstand had to be up or it won't go or it'll keep dying. I couldn't figure that shit out. So I'm like, dude, dude pulled up on a bike next to me. He goes, "Hey, the kickstand has to be up." And I'm like, looked over at her. She's getting gas over. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I think it stalled out. Like, I don't know. Clutch is fucked up. Man, I get on it, and we get to Dad's house. She goes, "Man, you driving that thing like you were stiff as fuck?" I said, "Yeah, I was just cold." Nah, I ain't never been on a fucking motorcycle like that. I fucking lied my ass off. But after
I've
that,
never been on a motorcycle like that. And then
Nope.
he tried to come home and tell me.
So
he
what's
could
the
ride it.
real
I was like,
difference,
no.
deal breaker
I was like,
between
I'm never getting on a bike like
whatever is now and then?
whatever is now is someone new, and it's the fact of I'm tired of being accused of shit.
So it's someone new. I got you.
No, that's cap.
that. She ain't new.
It's Cat. She
She
didn't
ain't new.
accuse you of nothing you didn't do.
She ain't new.
Yes,
no,
she did.
She didn't. Not really. It's not anything you didn't do eventually anyway.
Man, if I could go into a story of what happened last night, man, it was.
Yeah, you're gonna do it next
If
week.
we all were gonna
Whatever
live
she
the next
accused you
day,
of,
we would
whatever
burn
she
you to
accused
the
you of
ground.
will be true
No, 'cause I was
next
about to
week.
make a really fucked up comment earlier. I'm glad I didn't after we went this way with that conversation. 'Cause I'm
Uh-huh.
like, how
That was straight
funny
over
will it be? And you can put it on fucking
It's so
social
clear.
media if you would like. I'll show up on a motorcycle at your house tomorrow.
I can kind of see it.
Quit blowing smoke everywhere.
Oh, I know
kinda
you
see
can. All it
Little
takes
bit.
is one call from me to say, "Hey, bring us some White Claws,"
No.
and she'll be like, "Is Jake
the
there?"
smoke machine.
I got 2 smoke machines in here somewhere.
Guys, I smoke cigarettes. I'd like to breathe, though.
Hold on.
Don't zoom in on my fucking cans, bro. Where's Jake's cans?
Yeah, look over here.
I bet he's got a dedicated.
2,
section.
4, 6, that's 7, my God. Scoot over here.
Dude, what? No way. I didn't even know you drank that much. That's why you about walked over your XLR cable.
I've been putting them down, bro.
He's like, that was the first time I stood up.
I drank 2 beers.
I wouldn't have fucked up, but my piss did almost freeze, and I about slipped on it afterwards. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how long I was standing there.
I'm high as shit from that gummy. I promise, it's good as fuck.
All the white clothes.
Don't hand me a fucking line.
What? He said, hand me a mom.
Hand me a black cherry. There's one right there on the desk. I
Black
see it.
cherry's so
Oh
gross.
my God, I got that for myself.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
fucked up.
I forgot all about that.
Black cherry's so gross.
I don't think it's bad in white claws. Like it's like
Like real black cherries are cool, but anything flavored black cherry just tastes like ass.
What about buck cherry?
Never tried it.
no, but
Man.
we can't. Everybody, I can't agree.
What's
Blackberry,
buck cherry?
blackberry.
From 2008 has shitty video quality. Yes.
Buck
We
cherry
all
like
agree
the
on that.
man?
I'm talking about the Celsius.
You're talking about the flip phone.
Oh, you're
No,
talking
it
about
was
man.
the fucking one with the little scroll.
Blackberry wasn't a flip
Blackberry
phone.
was
It,
a whole
had a
franchise,
fucking.
bro. That's
We
a
had one. I had one.
Blackberry's a business phone from the early 2000s all the way up to
It had
2015.
the keyboard and the screen, but they
With
weren't
that little ball in the
flippable.
center.
It was just.
It was a
one-
business phone. You
One
can
unit.
email and
Guys,
everything
I think
before
it's
you can
safe
email
to say I
anything
was
else.
sadly mistaken.
All right,
I
youngin.
apologize.
Agreed to agree.
I had a BlackBerry touchscreen.
Me and Jake already fucked it.
And it was awful.
Go ahead and sit down.
Look, I had a BlackBerry touchscreen where like you
Listen,
touch the screen and
whoever
you hover over
watches
something
this,
like it's Windows,
I'm not
and then you click the
a whore.
screen and it clicked like
Look,
a
if you
fucking
got
computer.
arms and legs, Jake's fucked you. So go ahead and just get on out the chat.
Listen,
Ah,
there's a lot of parameters that go into that, and one of them, like that, is 2 for sure. But there's age, male or female.
I feel like you might have fucked a girl with missing an arm or a leg.
I wouldn't
I
be
hope
opposed to it.
I wouldn't either.
I'm
That's
opposed
how I
to
know
it.
I know.
Like, I wouldn't be
I'm
opposed.
opposed to it
Why?
because my wife's got all of her limbs.
Well, you know that's
pretty simple.
That's a pretty one-sided
It's pretty good.
perspective. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying?
it's a
Like,
perspective.
But with us, with
It's
Jared,
fine.
Jared,
Y'all's perspective is
I
crazy.
will tell them what you say.
How many
Are
limbs
you
is your limit?
opposed?
Hold on. How many limbs can she be missing?
I'd say one limb. It doesn't matter the
So
limb.
2
though.
limbs is off the table.
If it's the leg, it's easier for me.
But if it's both arms,
If it's an arm, then she's definitely getting strangled.
Whoa.
because she can't stop you, is that the problem?
I've been to court a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was over that, but it could have been.
What was you asking, Jake?
So if it's one leg and one arm, well, how's that?
One leg, one arm. Are they both the same side?
Like at the hip.
Are they
Yeah.
at the same side
Nope.
though?
Nope.
Opposite sides.
It's a crazy story how she lost them.
And I will listen to every fucking minute to get 5 minutes of fame.
Jake said he don't give a fuck.
I honestly, in my
He said, I
opinion,
can't wait to tell my friends.
I like people for who they are,
Yeah.
not what they look
Well,
like.
why would you listen to her story?
I
Just
find
to
that
get
very
chance?
hard to believe.
Yeah, gave no fucks about who she was. He was
I
listening
feel
to
like
her
if
story
she's
to
got
get
a
the
push, you're getting in.
Hopefully. No, but Jared, question to you:
fame.
would you do a chick with limbs and with no limbs? Like I was saying, like missing
All
two,
four?
No, two body parts.
So look, this is something I
Yeah, two
seriously
body
want
parts,
to know.
arm and leg.
So
go.
look, we have
Go,
our
arm at the
question.
shoulder.
Jared's. Let's get Jared's.
Oh,
Arm at the
listen.
shoulder, leg at the hip.
Would you fuck a chick that has no arms or legs? You open it.
I got it.
If it got a hole, it got a goal.
I taught you that. He's done.
What the fuck did
Look,
you just fucking
The
say?
if
hole's
me-
a goal.
It,
That's
listen,
not true, dude. Jake's
if-
got a hole.
if me and you have a 3,
He's not the goal, dude. I
but
promise
possibly
that. You aim for
5,
that goal,
possibly more
you
than
aim for red
5,
flags.
I want to know
The
what
girls
Jared's
don't even know.
number is of us both combined. That's what I want to know.
Yes. What do you mean? What would you say?
We have a 3, possibly a 5, possibly more.
Maybe more, but I haven't heard. They haven't said anything. Because usually I keep them on Snapchat after I do it. And then
I want to know what the number of Jared is between us both combined.
how many people you slept with?
Because I
Jared?
feel like it could be double.
How many people have you slept with?
I feel like he could be
Altogether?
discreet
Hey,
and
y'all
be
talking about
double.
body count right now?
But no, a combined body.
Well, I want to know his body count so I
Are
know
you
the
asking
ratio.
females their body count before you have sex with them?
I don't give a
If
fuck.
it was
You don't
3 or
care?
5, it would definitely not
What
be the body
about
count.
if you were gonna marry her?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Okay. You're that guy that they
It's
keep
between
talking about.
12 and 15.
Oh, trust me,
You're the
we're,
guy they keep
we're at
talking
the
about.
point where that does not matter at this
Because
point.
you
You're,
can come out.
you're also the guy that keep. Okay, I'm watching the wrong podcast, I guess, because every time I'm watching, the guys are on my side. Well, I think it does matter.
So
And
you
the
think-
girls keep talking about this
Oh, no,
this
it-
imaginary guy who doesn't care. And it's
It's like,
y'all.
would I prefer a
It's
four,
y'all.
four
Y'all don't
dudes got
care.
done smash this thing out over 50? Yeah, I take the 4.
Okay.
But at the
so-
same time, I'm not going to say no to the 50.
Okay.
Because I'm
So it
hitting at
matters
like
a little
80
bit, but it
plus
really
right
doesn't
now,
in
and
the
I
final.
don't give a fuck.
You got the.
I get tested.
You're smiling like you don't even share that view at all.
Dude, it's just it's so it's one of them things where it's like, you know, she can say a number, but if it ain't over mine, I have no right to
No,
to
if
care.
it was over yours.
If
So
it-
I'm assuming that it's over yours.
if it was over
This
mine,
is
then I-
2024.
then I would just be like, why are you talking to me?
So it does matter then.
Not really.
I would be
Oh,
like,
you're mad
not
because
really. I
you're
think
saying
I-
why like you bring it up.
So the thing is like I can bring up a rare scenario by far.
go for it.
Uh-oh.
He can approve this of something that would just never happen, like just something that I would just
But it
randomly bring up. That would be that. Like it,
So that's
it-
something you would never
Elaborate.
talk about.
like it would have to be a very high number for me to be like, okay,
Oh,
let me
you
consider
encounter
this
that
now.
number though.
So you acknowledge
Is that
that
what you're
there is a number limit.
You saying that you
Right.
encountered that number already?
My thing is I'm not gonna hide anything.
But you encountered that number that where you're like, oh no,
No,
no, that number doesn't exist.
Well, the thing is that number would have to be higher than mine for me to encounter that. Can we agree?
How? That I guess that depends on your
You guys
security. I guess maybe. I don't know what you
Still
call
here?
No,
that.
I don't care.
What's your number then?
I don't have one.
Okay.
I think that he.
So any number.
very
then.
high,
So any
though.
number then.
Is it higher than mine?
You gotta tell me
I
how
think
to
it's
turn this off.
100% higher
I
than
turn
yours.
what off?
The heat.
Were you also married?
Oh fuck.
I will also counter that.
Jared's dying with the heat. Turn it off.
I will also
Turn it
counter
off.
that.
Remember earlier when he said that he would be the one
Turn
not
the
to
heat
get hot?
off.
But anyway,
No,
yeah.
I'm not hot.
I'll counter
It's
it.
just I hear it in the audio and it's gonna bug me.
And I
when
will
we get
say
close.
that it shouldn't be higher than yours.
It should. You've been single a lot longer.
Tell Jared I'll turn that.
I don't think so.
We're
Turn
gonna
it
either
think
blow
so.
up or it's gonna get really hot.
No,
Again.
turn the tank off.
Like little.
Jared's so confused, dude. You gotta
No.
tell him.
I'm not watching.
It's the edibles. You guys gotta tell them how to
It
do
definitely warmed up in here though.
I think it feels great.
All I'm saying is, I think
You good?
my rebound number is like 5 times higher than
Yeah,
yours,
mine's
and it just has to be. There's no way that it's not.
That's not healthy. I feel like. Though.
No, it's not. It's not. And I put myself on a regimen because I also don't think it's healthy.
I'm not knocking.
And-
you. I'm not knocking. You.
and-
Don't think I'm like making
Just so
fun
you
of you
know,
or
that
knocking you at
regimen
all.
did not work.
What?
Love still sucks.
It
What
does.
kind of
Like-
regimen are you
Like
talking
just
about?
not fucking. For
Oh,
a
you
long-
mean like
for
a
a long
lifestyle
time.
type
And,
shit?
and it just it just does no. If you
Oh,
burn,
that-
I think if you burn yourself, you burnt yourself, and I think that's it.
I'd agree. I mean, there's.
You mean like when I think that
It takes it.
This, by the way, went from a podcast to a TED
I think
Talk,
it
a
goes
sex
back-
talk here.
It's still a podcast. It's just a different.
Listen. It
Listen,
goes
we all
back
listen
to
to-
where
If
I
you're
said-
single, like
I
it's
think
two
there's a
single
certain
dudes
amount
and a
of
married
connections
dude.
you can make in
Listen,
your life.
Back to
And
where I said.
you've had so
if
many
you get
partners
to a
you
point to where
max
you're
out.
hours in and you're like, this is I finished. You faked it. You lied it. I think that reflects specifically on that scenario. I think that.
Yeah.
I think that if you burn yourself, you do it enough times. I don't think there is a love affection to gain back from that.
Yeah, I think
I
that
don't think that
once
there
you
is.
have a certain
Yeah,
amount
yeah.
of partners, you kind of max out
Yeah,
on the
I
connection
think
part of it. At all.
I think that you lose out, and the only reason I say this is because
That's true.
Listen, I've had a lot of partners, whatever you define that as, and I've also waited damn near a year to fuck anybody because I think that is true,
Okay.
and it did not play a factor.
So I shouldn't.
that it did not work.
Meaning, I got with a girl that was very good looking, and still the next day I said, "You're getting out of here, right?" Like didn't
Is it
didn't
just
affect
like-
me,
because
and I
you-
think that
Can we get
is
names?
why.
Still was not like
We
I
don't
think
do
you
names.
should stay.
Oh, we
You
do
know what I
names.
mean? Like you're just like,
I
nah,
know the
get out of
name.
here.
Probably.
I feel that.
No, and there was a lot of afterwards
Are you
of
good?
that of
Tissues in here?
like there's
You
no
don't. There's a holding of paper towels. Maybe put them in
It's
there
over there.
there's no
behind this.
Suitcase.
I don't know what you would call it. There's no like,
You have something. There.
there's no going back on it. Like there's no later like I feel wrong I said that to her. Like it's just strictly just
No feelings whatsoever about
yeah.
it.
And I think
I
that
think-
I think that after my test, I think you just burn yourself out on that.
Maybe you should have took a longer break. You know what I mean? Maybe you
Uh,
need a bigger
so it was-
neural
As a man,
path
as a
reset.
man, that was a hard break.
Oh, I understand. I'm
And-
saying,
and you
like,
can't-
I'm not saying that
Bite
you're
my tongue on
capable
that
of
one,
it
boys.
or anyone's capable of it. I'm saying maybe to reset the neuron paths that you already have burned into your brain.
The only
The,
reason I say
the
that
path
man
would have to be so long.
The only reason I say that
it's
man
almost
is not
incapable.
capable of it is because I did it strictly experimentally. Like I literally said to myself like, because I saw a podcast where they were looking at girls and they said, you know, if you've reached this amount of body count, whatever, your love is way less likely. Like you'll get in a
Okay.
marriage, you'll get married, and you'll just be like, well, I can just cheat.
You're gonna get
or-
bored, like
or whatever,
because it's not
So-
meaningful anymore if you fucking.
Yeah, so I listened to that podcast, whichever one it was, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put that to the test because I can. I can. Like I can just nah, that's alright. Like I can just play Fortnite, beat my dick, whatever.
Play-
So
And that's what we
Like
fucking
and
did.
subscribe.